everyone, this video is for the shadow boxing techniques of the street boxing system. So this video will help you learn the techniques and all the technique behind each strike of the shadow boxing workouts. So let's go straight for it. The first technique is the jab. So straight into this video. So in positions, just go nice and easy. So you can see it's with the lead hand. So we're taking it, the lead hand is the left hand. And on impact, you can see the palm of the hand of the left hand is facing down on impact. I also have a step into the movement as well to add additional power. So it's not just the arm flicking forward. You can see there's actually a drive forward in the technique as well. So it's lifting the front foot and springing off that rear foot. You can see on the right side, the foot is actually allowing to spring forward because the left foot has been lifted. So jabbing, there's a slight turn in the body as well on the jab as well. Breathing out as I perform that strike. Engaging the core muscles as well and managing to hit through that imaginary target as well. It's a simplistic technique, but actually you can generate a lot of power, especially with the step through as well. So really focus on getting that forward movement. Next one is the cross. So this is going to come from the right hand. So the arm movement itself is exactly the same as the jab on the left side, but it's coming from the rear, therefore you're having to rotate in the ball of that right foot. Then what happens with that right foot? The knee starts to turn, then the hip also turns and it follows through into that right hand. Therefore the cross will be a stronger strike than the jab. You can also step into this as well, so you can step forward with the left foot and then drive through with that right hand as well. And exactly the same as the jab hand, the palm of the right hand faces down on impact with that target as well. So focusing on driving the whole body into it as well, hitting through that target, and you should be able to feel the power more on the cross technique than the jab. Although you can actually get the jab extremely powerful if you master that footwork as well. So just like the jab as well, it should be quite a powerful but snapping movement and quickly back into the guard position after. Next technique is the hooks. So the hook techniques, these target the head of the attacker. Okay, so you can see the movement on the left and the right side. You can see how the same side foot rotates at the same time as that actual hand on that side of the body. So you can see the left hand and the left foot turns at the same time. And rather than the footwork, the foot just turning just for the sake of turning, I want it to be like it's almost like a whipping motion. So what happens is, on the left side, the left foot will turn slightly, and as that foot turns, the knee turns, the hip turns, and it leads all the way through to the hand. So don't just turn the foot, make the foot work for the punch as well. So you should feel the arm just physically wants to move along with that foot afterwards. It's like a chain reaction up the body. So hook, hook. So turning in, so once the left's been performed, you can turn in with the right side as well. So keep it going. Practice, and you should feel that whipping motion, especially from the left and the right side. Next technique is the uppercut. So this technique, try and use your legs a lot more, because obviously if you're going to do an uppercut, technically you're going to be going slightly under. This target area that you'll be aiming for is the attacker or the opponent's chin. So you're going to have a slight downward movement, and obviously as you come up from the uppercut, you can actually extend the legs slightly. So it's almost like a quarter squat position as you go down, but then you drive upwards as well. So also getting the arm position right, the palm of the hand should be facing in towards your body as well. And the same sort of thing with the hooks. So when you do the left uppercut, the left foot will slightly turn in, and when you do the right uppercut, the right foot will turn as well. But again, like the hooks, make sure the feet work for the strike and generate power for you as well. But make sure you engage the core muscles, and these are very, very strong techniques. As long as you get that movement right, obviously then you can add the speed and add that snap and add that power. Next technique, the body shots. So the arm movement is exactly the same as the head hook shots. The only difference is you actually drop down into like a sort of half or quarter squat, because this target on these punches is the attacker's rib cage. Therefore, on the hooks you're aiming for the head, the body shots you're aiming for the body, so like the side on the ribs. Therefore, you're going to have to drop your body weight down and therefore turn the feet in. And you're really going to have to turn the feet in on this one to generate that power. But also, because you're dropping down and you're hitting lower, the temptation can be to let the hands drop a lot more from the guard position. So dropping down, perform the body shot hook strikes, and then bring the hands back in position as well. It's really important to really make that footwork work for you to help you generate that power in the body shots. So this one is aiming for the rib cage, whereas the head hook shots are aiming for the head. Next technique is the footwork. So footwork is technically the hardest part of boxing. If you can actually master the footwork, then you're off to a real good start, and obviously the rest of the body will follow that. So if you want to work with the strikes and get the strikes a lot more powerful, you really need to work on your footwork. So you can see if you move forward, you don't actually move forward with the rear foot. So what you do is initially, wherever you're facing, if you're going to go to your left foot moves first, and then your right foot follows. If you go right, your right foot goes first, your left foot follows. If you go forward, your front foot goes first, your rear leg goes forward, so it follows it. And if you go back, the rear leg goes first, then the front foot follows it. So the idea with that is you always keep a good base. If you cross the feet over, you go across the line of the feet, or you step back with the wrong foot or to the side with the wrong foot, the problem is that it's going to leave you off balance. And also, you're not going to be able to generate the amount of power because of the poor balance, the poor base that you've got. Your footwork is your foundation. Next technique is the guard. Okay, so the guard initially the whole way through, so you should be in the guard position, but also you can increase that guard depending on what punch is coming in and from what side as well. So you can do the double hand guard, so where both hands go up and cover the face if it's a slightly higher part that the attacker is aiming for. You can obviously bring the left hand up only if it's coming in from your left side, or you can lift the right hand if someone's bringing a strike that's coming into your right side. So that can come from reactions, obviously learning what's coming in, especially if you read the opponent, but also it's a good one to put into your workouts and actually just add these in sort of freestyle techniques. Next technique is the slips. So this is how you avoid in punches. So you can see here I've slowed it down initially here. So you can see I'm twisting like the hooks. I'm keeping the guard up. You can see how the line, if someone's aiming for my head in the start of that position where my head's central, so my head is moving and it's moving slightly. The bigger movement you're going to try and make, it's going to take you a lot more effort and a lot more time to change that position. Therefore, the likelihood is you actually would receive that strike. Therefore, it needs to be a full body movement, but nice and quick, short and sharp. As you can see here, so I can actually twist and turn, move. Okay, so it's about, because obviously the idea is the opponent would be aiming for your head. You want to keep your head moving. So that's the techniques from the street boxing system. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. In the meantime, stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.